What's the most devious thing you did as a kid? When I was 12, my older brother Austin thought he was the king of our house. He was 16 with his first car, always bragging about his girlfriend Emma and treating me like I was completely invisible. The worst part was dinner time. Austin would steal food right off my plate when mom wasn't looking. My chicken nuggets, my french fries, even my dessert. When I complained, he'd just smirk and say, "Prove it." Mom never believed me because Austin was the perfect golden child. Star basketball player, honor roll student, teacher's pet who could do no wrong. Meanwhile, I was just the annoying little brother who made up stories for attention. This went on for months. I was actually getting skinnier because I wasn't eating enough at dinner. Austin would wait until mom turned around to get something from the kitchen, then grab half my food and shove it in his mouth before I could even react. One Tuesday night, I finally had enough. Austin took my entire piece of birthday cake while mom was answering the phone in the living room. Just reached over, grabbed it, and ate it in 3 massive bites while staring me down with this evil grin. That's when I decided to get my revenge. I knew Austin had this huge basketball game coming up in 2 weeks. College scouts from 3 different universities were supposed to be there watching. This was his big shot at getting a full scholarship. So I did some research online, found out that certain foods can make you really sick if you eat too much of them. Not dangerous sick, just really embarrassing bathroom sick. I started making Austin's absolute favorite cookies. Chocolate chip with extra butter just the way he liked them. But I had a secret ingredient that he'd never taste. Sugar-free gummy bears. Lots of them. Melted down and mixed right into the cookie dough. Here's the thing about sugar-free candy that most people don't know. It has this ingredient called sorbitol that acts like a super strong laxative if you eat enough of it. The warning label on the package literally says, "May cause severe stomach discomfort." I made 4 dozen cookies and left them cooling on the kitchen counter with a handwritten note. "For Austin's big game tomorrow, please don't touch these. Mom." Austin saw the note and did exactly what I knew he would do. Waited until mom left for her weekly grocery store trip, then ate half the entire batch. 14 cookies in about 15 minutes while watching ESPN. I pretended to be devastated that he ate my surprise. Put on this whole dramatic act about how I'd worked so hard to make them extra special for his big game. "Whatever, loser," he said, chocolate crumbs falling out of his mouth. "You can just make more tomorrow morning." Game day finally arrived. Our whole family drove to the high school gymnasium to watch Austin play. College scouts filled the bleachers with their official clipboards and serious business faces. Austin seemed totally fine during warm-ups. He was showing off as usual, making these crazy slam dunks, talking trash to players on the opposing team. Classic Austin behavior that everyone loved. The first quarter went completely normally. Austin scored 12 points and looked absolutely unstoppable. I was actually starting to feel guilty about what I'd done to him. Then halftime arrived. Austin ran straight toward the locker room like his life depended on it. Emergency bathroom situation. He disappeared for 20 minutes while his teammates huddled on the court without their star player. He eventually came back looking pale, sweaty, and completely miserable. Tried his best to play it off like everything was perfectly fine. Made it through exactly 4 minutes of the third quarter before sprinting off the court again. This time he didn't come back at all. Coach had to forfeit the entire game because Austin was their only reliable scorer. All 3 college scouts packed up their notebooks and evaluation sheets, then left early looking disappointed. I found out later that Austin spent the entire night alternating between his bed and the bathroom. Mom was convinced he had severe food poisoning from something sketchy at the school cafeteria. "Thank goodness those cookies you made were the only thing that tasted normal yesterday," Austin told her weekly the next morning. "At least I know your home baking isn't what made me so sick." Mom felt so incredibly guilty that she started making Austin fresh cookies every single week for the next 2 months. The absolute best part? Austin never stole food off my plate again. He became paranoid about eating anything unusual before important school events. 20 years later, he still has no idea it was me. And honestly, I'm not sure I'll ever tell him the truth.